Hello Star Wars fans, welcome to episode 2 of Journey into Legends. Today we are going to be talking about the original Star Wars comic run by Marvel Comics. Marvel's Star Wars series ran from 1977 to 1986 and concluded with a special issue released in 2019. There are a whopping 108 issues and 3 annuals. I don't have the time or the patience to cover them all, so I'll just be talking about any standouts. Without further ado, let's read and review. Before I give you my thoughts on the entire run, I'm going to talk about some of my favorite storylines. If you don't want to be spoiled, skip to the timestamp shown on screen. Issues 7 to 10 is a fun story starring Han Solo and Chewbacca, and it introduces a lot of goofy characters. Issues 11 through 15 is another fun story about the water world of Drexel. It has great art, fun action, and an entertaining fight in space between Han Solo and a pirate named Crimson Jack. In issues 18 to 23, our heroes visit a gambling space station called The Wheel. This story introduces great characters like Simon Greyshade and Master Com, but in my opinion, this story could have been told in less than 6 issues. Issue 29 is one of my favorite issues, if not my all-time favorite. This issue follows a cyborg bounty hunter named Valance as he races Darth Vader for valuable information, the name of the pilot that destroyed the Death Star. The issue ends with Valance sacrificing himself for the greater good. This issue has some of the best storytelling this series has to offer, which is why I loved it so much. Issues 60 to 63 is a great story featuring a rebel named Shira Bree. Throughout the storyline, there are multiple plot twists and revelations. First, Luke accidentally kills Shira, then he finds out that she was an Imperial spy. Remember Shira's character for later, as she's much more important. Issue 80 is yet another issue ending in a heartfelt sacrifice as a droid named Ellie self-destructs, killing herself and her master, Tay Vanis. Issue 86 is up there with issue 29 as one of my favorites. In this issue, Leia meets an Alderaanian stormtrooper. She convinces him to join the rebel cause, but before he can escape with her, he is shot down by the Empire. This issue somehow made me care about an unnamed stormtrooper in the span of about 20 pages, which I thought was truly remarkable. Issue 88, Onward, tells a big story of the Nagai-Toth War, which was basically a precursor to the Yuuzhan Vong War. It introduces Lumaya, a Force-sensitive cyborg with a light whip, who turns out to be none other than Shira Bree from almost 30 issues prior. She goes on to become the central antagonist of the Legacy of the Force series that was published in 2006, 40 years after the release of these comics. This storyline also features 2 species from another galaxy, the Nagai and the Toth. Overall, this arc that spanned about 20 issues was full of great action, art, and characters. Finally, issue 108, released in 2019, was basically a love letter to the Marvel series and saw the return of characters from the earliest issues, such as Valance and the Starhoppers from issues 7 to 10. So those are some of my favorite storylines, but what did I think about the Marvel Comics run as a whole? Overall, this run was very hit or miss. For every entertaining and fun issue, there were 3 boring issues. This series is also a product of its time. The art, the story, and the dialogue are very polarizing, and I feel that most people wouldn't enjoy them. There were countless filler issues about politics, kings and royalty, and long-lost smuggler artifacts. The comics are super retro, they're campy, and at times utterly ridiculous, which made them very fun to read. Unfortunately, a majority of the issues were mediocre at best. So I'm going to give this run a 56%. I managed to enjoy them as much as I possibly could, but they are extremely dated and a majority of the fans would not like them. I don't recommend these to anybody that is looking for anything more than just a fun time. So that's all I have for you guys today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for next episode where we begin Brian Daley's Han Solo Adventures trilogy. See ya.